Having a good day, having a real good morning. A real good morning. I'm just having a good day, having a good day, having a real good morning. I'm just having a good day, having a good day, having a real good morning. Real good morning.
Live from Eilat, Israel, welcome to the 70th Miss Universe preliminary competition. Let's meet our 80 inspiring contestants.
Ina Daichi, Albania.
Julieta García, Argentina.
Nane Avetisyan, Armenia.
Dasuli Zimmerman, Aruba.
Daria Balamova, Australia.
Dayani, Bahrain. Edith Daltour, Belgium. Nahemi Wakid, Bolivia.
Teresa Santos, Brasil.
Maria Penn, British Virgin Islands. Elena Danova, Bulgaria. Mara Degan, Cambodia.
Michelle Ange Minkata, Cameroon.
Samara Jamovic, Canada. Georgina Carford, Cayman Islands. Antonia Figueroa, Chile. Yao Shiying, China. Valeria Ayos, Colombia. Valeria Ruiz, Costa Rica. Ora Ivanisevic, Croatia.
Shariangela Sanchez, Curacao.
Karolina Kokeshova, Czech Republic. Sarah Leinville, Denmark.
Devia Flalo, Dominican Republic. Susi Valeria Sacoto, Ecuador.
Alejandra Gavidia, El Salvador.
Martina Mitui, Equatorial Guinea.
Esti Unkuri, Finland.
Clémence Bettineau, France.
Hannah Seibert, Germany. Sylvia Nongo Kokomodo, Ghana.
Emma Rose Collingridge, Great Britain. Kosovo, Kazakhstan.
Roshanara, Kenya.
Jisoo Kim, Korea. Shkurtesa Sejdiu, Kosovo.ต้นคำพ้นจันเฮืองลาว
Chini Maza.
And Muriel Ravina, Rodriguez Island, Mauritius. Deborah Lal, México. Kautar Ben Halima, Morocco.
Southeast Congo, Namibia.
Sujita Basnet, Nepal.
Julia Sinning, the Netherlands.
Alison Wasmer, Nicaragua.
Marcelo Bala, Nigeria. Nora Emilia, Norway.
Brenda Smith, Panamá. Nadia Ferreira, Paraguay.
Jelly Rivera, Peru. Beatriz Luigi Gomez, Philippines. Agata Stobiak, Poland.
Oricia dos Santos, Portugal. Michelle Maricolón, Puerto Rico.
Carmina Kotfas, Romania.
Ralina Arabova, Russia. Nandita Bana, Singapore.
Veronica Shevchenko, Slovak Republic.
Lalelam Swane, South Africa.
Sara Loinaz, Spain. Moa Sambe, Sweden. And Angelie Scott Chemist, Thailand.
Chantal O'Brien, the Bahamas. Cemrenas Turhan, Turkey.
Ghana Nefla, Ukraine. Al Smith, USA.
Seth Mataram, Venezuela. Nguyễn Huỳnh Kim Duyên, Việt Nam.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for the evening, fashion icon Carson Kressley, and the reigning Miss Universe, Andrea Meza.
Shalom, and welcome everyone to the 70th Miss Universe preliminary competition live from Eilat, Israel.
Oh gosh, hi everybody! I am over the moon to be here hosting beside the reigning Miss Universe, Andrea Meza.
And I can't believe I have the opportunity to host alongside a true legend, Carson.
Oh my gosh, stop it. I feel like an old mop next to you. You're so gorgeous. Well, we are going to have a lot of fun, or as the locals call it, a lot of fun. See what I did there? We have even some new elements in the preliminary show this year. For the first time ever, we'll be handing out a couple of special awards this evening.
And of course, we are going to introduce 80 of the most ambitious, intelligent, beautiful, and confident women in the universe.
And they will all be competing tonight for a chance to become, well, you know, their dream is to be the next Miss Universe, a title you've held for the last 7 months or so. And what a 7 months it's been. And you've had an opportunity to do some amazing work and travel all over the world, even during a pandemic. So tell us a little bit about your reign.
Well, as you just said, being a Miss Universe during this pandemic changed things. It was a very different situation for me, but we knew all the time that it was going to be the shortest reign because of it. However, I try to make the most of it.
Right.
I try to enjoy every single moment. I am so thankful for having the opportunity to live this experience with the Miss Universe organization. You know, my favorite part was to work with all the charities that as a Miss Universe you get to work with. And, you know, realizing that having this position inspire other women and other girls around the world, that is by far my favorite part of being Miss Universe.
Okay. Yeah, well said. Well, tonight we'll take a major step in figuring out who will be the next woman to wear the Mawad Power of Unity crown.
Well, I have spent a full week with this year's contestants here in Israel, and I can say for sure that the crown will be in good hands, no matter who walks away with it. But in order to compete in the semifinals in this year's telecast, you must impress our selection committee. So what do you think if we meet them now?
Yeah, let's meet them now. They're all right here, ready to go. So first up, this Bollywood actress and model represented India at the 2015 Miss Universe competition in Las Vegas, Urvashi Rutela.
This award-winning actress and host is the Philippines' most followed celebrity on Facebook. Let's give a like and a follow to Marian Rivera.
This former Miss USA and 2019 Miss Universe Top 10 finalist is a correspondent for the nationally broadcast entertainment news show Extra TV, Chesley Christ.
She's one of the most famous models of all time. A global fashion icon, the Brazilian legend was named the most valuable Victoria's Secret angel. She is Adriana Lima.
She is one of the most famous European influencers and the second woman from France to wear the Miss Universe crown, Iris Mittenaere.
This Emmy Award-winning entertainment host has also authored 2 best-selling books and was named Person of the Year by People en Español. Ella es Adamari López.
This entrepreneur, model, and brand visionary applies sharp boardroom instincts and unique creativity as CEO of skincare line SKN by LH. It's Lori Harvey. She's an attorney, published author, former member of the Israeli Air Force, mother, grandmother, and Israel's first and only Miss Universe to date, Rina Mor Gador.
Let's give another round of applause for our selection committee. As I mentioned earlier, those 8 impressive women will decide which of tonight's contestants will be semifinalists in Sunday's telecast. But you at home also have a say this year. Check out the fan vote powered by Choicely on the Miss Universe app or by going to vote.missuniverse.com.
Well, the selection committee is ready to start selecting, and so is the crowd. So, Andrea, are you ready to bring the contestants back out here for the preliminary swimsuit competition?
I am ready. Let's start.
We begin with Albania. Creativity is Ina's passion, and she expresses it through art. This 27-year-old held her first painting exhibition at the National Albanian Historic Museum to encourage young people to pursue their talents. Albania.
Argentina. Julieta was a ballet dancer for 12 years and is passionate about the performing arts. This international model volunteers with an organization that provides shelter and support to those struggling with addiction. Argentina.
Armenia. Nane is Chief Operating Officer for an international foundation. This 24-year-old animal lover doesn't wear any clothing made with fur and considers it her top priority to continually develop her mind, soul, and body. Armenia.
Aruba. Tesali has a communications degree and is currently a social media manager for a marketing company. This 27-year-old is a vocal mental health advocate and recently joined a youth empowerment program. Aruba.
Daria is a 27-year-old and currently working towards her master's in psychotherapy. This postgraduate student and trained dancer is simultaneously working as a career advisor for a number of leading universities. Australia.
Bahrain. Manar is a 25-year-old fashion, beauty, and lifestyle influencer. She hopes to inspire the next generation of women to be more comfortable in their own skin and embrace all the flaws that make them unique. Bahrain.
Cadiz is a former hairstylist and award-winning hair designer. This 24-year-old lost her mother at an early age and felt hopeless until she and her siblings were adopted from an African orphanage when she was 10. Belgium.
Bolivia. Naomi is a 20-year-old model and activist studying industrial and system engineering. 4 years ago, this kickboxer and trained ballet dancer studied abroad in Hamburg, Germany. Bolivia.
Brazil. Teresa hopes to one day create a place where vulnerable women can go to get free access to psychological help. As a teen, this 23-year-old sustainability advocate lived in the United States as part of an exchange program. Brazil.
British Virgin Islands. Saria currently works at a funeral home but plans to become a child psychologist in the future. After watching video tutorials during the COVID-19 lockdown, this 18-year-old learned how to do her own makeup. British Virgin Islands.
Bulgaria. 21-year-old Elena is a trained actress who is currently studying public relations. To reduce her carbon footprint, this aspiring journalist has started walking more and using her car less. Bulgaria.
Cambodia. Maradi speaks 3 languages and works on television productions to help fund for her studies. This 22-year-old dancer helps raise funds to support a children's nonprofit that gives hygiene supplies to those in need. Cambodia.
Cameroon. Growing up with a single mother, Michelle Agwange suffered from financial instability. Now 25, she launched an academy that empowers Cameroonian girls to tap into their inner potential to find happiness. Cameroon.
Canada. Tamara is a licensed real estate broker with plans to open her own brokerage in the near future. This well-traveled 27-year-old linguistic speaks 6 languages and has been to over 30 countries. Canada.
Cayman Islands. Just 18, Georgina is passionate about giving back to her community and works to raise awareness for mental health issues and suicidal ideation. Her creative outlets include rock climbing and gardening. Cayman Islands.
Chile. Antonia has been playing the violin since she was 5, and she enjoys sculpting with polymer clay and sand in her spare time. This 26-year-old's love for the environment led her to become an organic beekeeper. Chile.
Let's welcome back our first group of 16 contestants for one more look. Albania, Argentina,
Armenia. Aruba. Australia.
Bahrain,
Belgium.
Bolivia,
Brazil.
British Virgin Islands,
Bulgaria.
Cambodia,
Cameroon.
Canada,
Cayman Islands.
and Chile.
We begin Group 2 with China. Xu Ying believes environmental protection should be a top priority. This 21-year-old world traveler says improving air and water quality is vital because protecting our Earth is a global issue. China.
Colombia. 27-year-old Valeria wants to become her country's Minister of Education one day. In 2018, San Andreas Island recognized her as Person of the Year for her social and environmental work. Colombia.
Costa Rica. Valeria is a law student who also works as a financial advisor and model. This 28-year-old future attorney and psychologist feels that women supporting other women will one day create a better generation. Costa Rica.
Croatia. 20-year-old Aura speaks Croatian, Russian, and English. She's won numerous national medals as a pro volleyball player and says her biggest struggle to date has been juggling school and sports. Croatia.
Curaçao. 28-year-old Shari Angela wrote a women's empowerment book called Release Your Amazon. She has a popular fashion blog and founded her own e-commerce company as a side business while studying law. Curaçao.
Czech Republic. Karolina studied hospitality management at a university in Prague and currently runs her own fashion brand. This 25-year-old entrepreneur is also an athlete and played professional basketball for 9 years. Czech Republic.
Denmark. 28-year-old Sara works in the legal department at a Danish university, but aspires to get her MBA and start her own business. She is an advocate for animal rights and often volunteers at shelters. Denmark.
Dominican Republic. Debbie's father served for 13 years in the Israel Defense Forces. This bicultural 28-year-old entrepreneur has a technical degree in fashion and dressmaking and enjoys trading stocks in her spare time. Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. Susie is a lawyer and second-year med student. This 24-year-old is passionate about defending the rights of women and animals, but her ultimate goal is to become an ophthalmologist. Ecuador.
El Salvador. Alejandra founded an organization that helps stop the spread of misinformation about the asexual community. In her spare time, this 25-year-old enjoys recreating famous works of art with embroidery, including those by Monet and Van Gogh. El Salvador.
Equatorial Guinea. Martina is a 19-year-old university student majoring in petrochemical engineering. She has been playing basketball for 3 years and volunteers as a caregiver for the elderly at a nursing home. Equatorial Guinea.
Finland. Essie graduated from university earlier this year, writing her thesis on influencer marketing. This 23-year-old entrepreneur started an online business 2 years ago and enjoys acting and ice swimming in her free time. Finland.
France. Clemens is getting her master's degree in art history. This 24-year-old spends her free time salsa dancing and says her dream is to write, host, and produce a TV show about culture and history. France.
Germany. Hannah is just 19, but has already traveled to 18 countries. She's currently studying at an acting academy, but her greatest ambition is to have an animal rescue to save homeless dogs. Germany.
Ghana. Sylvia is a wedding event planner who hopes to get married in space one day. This 27-year-old competed in her national pageant to help create awareness and raise funds for breast cancer research. Ghana.
Great Britain. Emma founded a campaign called #DrawTheLine, empowering women through self-defense and conflict management. This 23-year-old ballroom dancer aspires to become an international model and author. Great Britain. Give it up for our second group of 16 contestants. China,
Colombia,
Costa Rica,
Croatia,
Curacao,
Czech Republic,
Ecuador,
El Salvador,
Equatorial Guinea,
Finland,
France,
Germany,
Ghana,
and Great Britain. Moving on to Group 3, please welcome Greece. 21-year-old Sofia studied at the Merchant Marine Academy and hopes to be a ship captain one day. In her spare time, this model enjoys Latin dancing and watching movies with friends. Greece.
Guatemala. Chronic childhood malnutrition is a big issue in Dania's country, so she's developing strategies to help fix the problem. This 24-year-old law student owns a restaurant focused on healthy food concepts. Guatemala.
Haiti. Pascal graduated cum laude with degrees in health education and nursing. At 28, she's a maternity nurse by specialization, but has spent the past 2 years working the front lines of the COVID pandemic. Haiti.
Honduras. 28-year-old Rose is currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in business administration. She's a 4-time national champion volleyball player and runs a business baking and selling coconut bread in her spare time. Honduras.
Hungary. 20-year-old Jasmine is a model who has been seen on the Vogue runway and featured in Harper's Bazaar magazine. She speaks 6 different languages and studied both karate and ballet for over 5 years. Hungary.
Iceland. After losing a loved one to suicide, Elisa speaks to school children and young adults about depression and anxiety. This well-traveled 27-year-old dancer and choreographer has visited over 20 countries. Iceland.
India. Harness draws inspiration from her mother, who broke generations of patriarchy to become a successful gynecologist. This 21-year-old is now an advocate for women's rights to education and freedom of choice. India.
Ireland. Catherine began playing hockey and tennis when she was 5 and eventually excelled at both sports at her university. Now 27, she started a social media campaign to raise awareness of the threat of violence towards women. Ireland.
Israel. Noah is in the process of developing an interior design app. As the CEO and product manager of the business, this 22-year-old entrepreneur recruited developers and plans to launch her creation soon. Israel.
Italy. Caterina is an ambassador for a nonprofit organization that helps women who are the victims of violence. This 23-year-old Latin dancer has a degree in primary education and also works as a runway coach. Italy.
Jamaica. Diana is a 22-year-old esthetician who hopes to operate a full-service medical spa in the near future. The serial entrepreneur is an investor in a pizza restaurant, and she helps operate and maintain 3 rental properties. Jamaica.
Japan. Juri is a multilingual 26-year-old who was recently accepted into a prestigious MBA program. This aspiring social entrepreneur is thriving despite being diagnosed with an academic disability a few years ago. Japan.
Kazakhstan. Aziza is a well-known blogger with hundreds of thousands of social media followers. Growing up, this 27-year-old was an international folk dancer, but has been focused on modern ballet for the past decade or so. Kazakhstan.
Kenya. Roshanara is the founder of an e-commerce store, and she occasionally does business development work for a law firm. This 28-year-old has traveled the world as an international runway and editorial model. Kenya.
Korea. Jisoo was the youngest student ever accepted into the Hamburg Musical Stage School in Germany. In 5 years, this 23-year-old singer and actress hopes to be teaching music to young children. Korea.
Kosovo. Skurtesa is a human rights advocate who collaborates with organizations that help victims of trafficking. This bilingual 19-year-old is a fashionista and model whose hobbies include meditation, reading, and yoga. Kosovo. Please welcome back our third group of 16 contestants. Greece,
Guatemala.
Haiti,
Honduras.
Hungary,
Iceland.
India,
Ireland.
Israel,
Italy.
Jamaica,
Japan.
Kazakhstan,
Kenya.
Korea.
And Kosovo. Kicking off Group 4 is Laos. 27-year-old Tonga is an entrepreneur who owns and operates a modeling agency. She enjoys working with the elderly and volunteers for an organization that seeks to reduce poverty in her country. Laos.
Malta. 26-year-old Jade has been a primary school teacher for the past 5 years. With a passion for arts, she's been singing for 9 years, has studied jazz dance for over a decade, and has acted in several local productions. Malta.
Mauritius. 26-year-old Anne Muriel teaches art and design and humanities at a secondary school in her country. She hopes to be a successful politician one day, inspiring businesses to give better opportunities to women. Mauritius.
Mexico. In 2019, Deborah was named Influencer of the Year in her hometown. This 25-year-old social project called One Purpose has inspired and connected marginalized people to develop a more united community. Mexico.
Morocco. Qatar has worked with various associations that advocate for distribution of goods and education to those in need. This 22-year-old songwriter believes climate change is the defining issue of her generation. Morocco.
Namibia. Chelsea was named after the late Chelsea Smith, who was crowned Miss Universe in Namibia in 1995. This 24-year-old international model was inspired by her namesake to compete for the crown this year. Namibia.
Nepal. As a result of her childhood interest in medicine and technology, Suhita pursued and graduated with a degree in biomedical engineering. Now, 28, she works as a technology consultant for a Fortune 500 company. Nepal.
Netherlands. Yulia's goal is to create an empowering talk show to help women overcome their insecurities. In 2018, this 25-year-old started working in the entertainment industry and recently landed a role in a Netflix series. Netherlands.
Nicaragua. 26-year-old Allison wants to be able to communicate with everyone, so she is learning sign language. She earned a college scholarship in graphic design and enjoys belly dancing in her free time. Nicaragua.
Nigeria. 28-year-old Maristella is a model and international flight attendant. This childhood education advocate has visited over 50 countries thanks to her job, which she says has vastly improved her communication skills. Nigeria.
Norway. Due to her love of animals and the environment, Nora has been a pescatarian for 6 years. This 23-year-old started an organization to raise awareness and funds for those affected by mental health challenges. Norway.
Panama. Brenda is a public speaker who travels the world to facilitate conversations rooted in equality and intersectionality. A human rights fellow at the United Nations, this 27-year-old was once named one of the 100 most influential people of African descent. Panama.
Paraguay. Nadia was born with congenital torticollis, a neck issue that required multiple surgeries and presented a series of symptoms when she was young. Now 22, she's a well-traveled international model who speaks 4 languages. Paraguay.
Peru. Yeli hopes to work in the music industry or become a cartoon voiceover artist in the future. This 27-year-old singer was a member of an all-girl pop band growing up and recorded a couple of hit songs in her country. Peru.
Philippines. Beatrice's greatest ambition is to become a life coach. This 26-year-old is a proud bisexual who experienced insecurities coming out of her shell. So she wants to share the value of overcoming fears. Philippines.
Poland. Ugata is a music school graduate who spent half of her life playing the piano. This 25-year-old extreme sports fanatic was once invited to perform a solo concert at the National Philharmonic in Łódź. Poland. Here's one more look at our fourth group of 16 contestants, starting with Laos,
Malta,
Mauritius,
Mexico,
Morocco,
Namibia,
Nepal,
Netherlands,
Nicaragua,
Nigeria,
Norway,
Panama,
Paraguay,
Peru,
Philippines.
and Poland. We begin our fifth and final group with Portugal. Aurita has an honors degree in nursing, but soon discovered that fashion is her true passion. She's a 27-year-old image consultant and personal shopper who has worked as a freelance stylist for Vogue and GQ. Portugal.
Puerto Rico. Michelle is currently working towards her bachelor's degree in science with a double major in biology and pre-med. Just 21, she remains balanced through meditation and bomba, a traditional dance in her country. Puerto Rico.
Romania. Carmina is a professional model and radio host. Just 20, this accomplished singer and advocate for universal healthcare access is making it her mission to lead by example and empower other young women. Romania.
Russia. Raulina was awarded a grant to study at Moscow University and is currently a student at two schools, working towards degrees in advertisement and public relations and law. This 22-year-old's motto is no struggle equals no progress. Russia.
Singapore. 21-year-old Nandita is a student in a double degree program studying business management and information systems. One day, she hopes to leverage technology to reduce the impact of human activity on the environment. Singapore.
Slovak Republic. Veronica is a 26-year-old real estate agent with a degree in international business. She stands 6'2" without heels and is passionate about cooking, spending time with her family, and golfing. Slovak Republic.
South Africa. Lalela is a 24-year-old ballet dancer and part-time model. She has a law degree and is using her voice and platform to inspire others to empower themselves through entrepreneurship. South Africa.
Spain. Sara is an ocean advocate who teaches children about recycling methods to address marine pollution in the Mediterranean and Western Africa. This 23-year-old plans to eventually create her own environmental nonprofit for women. Spain.
Sweden. Moe's biggest passion in life is traveling the world to experience new cultures. This 26-year-old started an online life coaching business and hopes to raise enough money to open her own hostel in Asia one day. Sweden.
Thailand. Chile initiated a campaign on social media to tackle constructed beauty standards and the prejudice that accompanies them. This 22-year-old wants to help bring a fresh perspective of beauty to the world. Thailand.
The Bahamas. In 2017, Chantel co-founded the Leading Ladies Project, an organization prioritizing the education of unprivileged girls. Now 27, she's a runway choreographer and certified etiquette coach. The Bahamas.
Turkey. Cemre Naz is a 23-year-old professional volleyball player who enjoys skiing and swimming in her spare time. She is currently studying management engineering at a university in Istanbul, Turkey.
Ukraine. Hannah is an active blogger who provides psychological help to victims of domestic violence, something she experienced herself. This 27-year-old plans to write a book about self-love one day. Ukraine.
USA. 23-year-old TV reporter Elle is a chapter leader for the National Cervical Cancer Coalition. This amateur photographer played piano for 7 years, studying under her mother, who is a classically trained pianist. USA.
Vietnam. Venezuela. Luised is a 25-year-old spokesperson for HIV/AIDS prevention, education, and gender equality. This communications major and acting student who recently starred in her first television series. Venezuela.
Vietnam. Kim Du-yen proudly co-founded the Spreading the Love Foundation, aiming to assist disadvantaged students who wish to pursue their education. One day, this 26-year-old plans to own a real estate company. Vietnam. Put your hands together for our last group of 16 contestants, including Portugal,
Puerto Rico.
Romania,
Russia.
Singapore,
Slovak Republic.
South Africa,
Spain.
Sweden,
Thailand.
the Bahamas,
Turkey.
Ukraine,
USA.
Venezuela,
And Vietnam.
That brings us to the end of tonight's swimsuit competition. Let's give our contestants one more round of applause. Sorry, I was running away.
Don't worry, it's okay. Well, Carson, I'm not sure if you know this, but our amazing sponsor, MyHeritage, helped myself and all the 80 contestants this year reveal our ancestral DNA.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, what they discovered was nothing short of amazing. You want to take a look?
Yeah, let's see.
Hi, I'm Essi Unkuri from Finland.
I am Sara Nath from Spain.
Zaria Penn from British Virgin Islands.
And Emma Rose Collingridge from Great Britain.
So I did my MyHeritage test a few years back and I got some very exciting discoveries. And I've heard that you have done your test recently. So actually I have your results.
Oh.
Very excited, yeah?
Yes.
Do you have like any idea what you might have?
No idea.
I hope I'm from
I-
somewhere exciting, just to an excuse to visit.
I came from a multicultural family already. My mom is from Morocco, my dad from Spain. But
I'm sure I have a real mix out there, so.
I honestly have no idea what to expect at all, but I'm so excited to see if there will be some like shocking discoveries and find out a bit more about my heritage.
We're gonna play a game. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
You all share one country in your DNA. Do you know what it is? Italian!
Yeah!
So Sarah, let's see your results.
Yes. Wow. That's why I love Italian food.
The next question is, who of you has the most ethnicities, making you the most diverse?
Really? All I know of my family is that we're all from England, or that potentially some of us are from Scotland. So I really don't know. This is why my mind is going to be so open to whatever my results are, because I just don't know.
It is Zaria!
Yes! Wow.
Yeah, Sierra Leone, definitely. 8.4% English. Emma, I'm coming to visit.
You can stay with me anytime.
12.6%, 5 more ethnicities. Wait, English, Irish, Italian, Scottish.
The next question is, Emma, are you part Finnish?
Ooh, I'm gonna go true, I think.
You're not.
I was so convinced that. Wow. 16% Scandinavian. I'm Baltic.
Are you surprised?
Especially Italian was a very pleasant surprise. Gonna have to do some digging, I think, in my family history.
There's one more surprise for you girls. So we have an audio message from one of your close relatives that you were matched with.
So someone we don't know who is, but we are connected in a way.
Yeah.
We matched through DNA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I am your great aunt. We have never met, but I'm so proud you are representing the country.
Aww, that's cute.
Right now I'm confused.
It was a beautiful message.
Yeah.
For whoever.
Your great aunt, that's huge. I would say my guess.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I felt the message because I kind of connected.
The right answer is... It is Zaria!
Yes!
My great aunt. Now I'm very, very, very curious who this is.
Hi, Zaria. I am your great aunt.
Oh no.
We have never met, but I'm so proud you are representing the country. May God bless you, and I look forward to meeting you to celebrate your wedding.
That's my grandfather's sister.
So beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I have no memory of my grandfather. Like when he passed from cancer, I was so young, so I only see pictures of me as a child with him. I know he was not an only child, but I never met like his sisters. I met my uncles and stuff like that. Oh my gosh.
How are you feeling?
Overwhelmed with joy and questions and curiosity. So now I need to catch up on history and time and visit these people. The highlight of my Israel trip so far was this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, my heritage!
Oh, that's awesome. You know, one of the best things about competing at Miss Universe has to be meeting all of the other delegates. There is a bond that it forms immediately when you meet them.
Oh, and yes, you know, no matter where in the world you travel, you'll always have a couch to crash on. Isn't that nice?
That's true.
But I do have to ask, I mean, everyone looked very friendly in that video, but there's gotta be some tea, some drama between the contestants while you guys compete.
Well, there wasn't, not in my competition, and it didn't matter that we were culturally different, from different backgrounds, different religions. Each really is a sisterhood built on respect and friendship.
Okay, I believe that, and nowhere was that more evident than at Miss Universe 2017, where an unlikely friendship was forged between Miss Israel and Miss Iraq. I remember, I was there, and this was not one of those just for the cameras type of friendships. The bond was real, and they're still close today. Check it out.
Welcome to Miss Universe.
Iraq, Israel.
The first time I met Sarah, I was with the Israeli sash.
She was afraid to approach me, like we kind of waved at each other, and then she came over.
We started to talk and we make the picture. After a few hours, it's like boom.
We took the photo. It was like in the heat of the moment, and we posted it.
Hi everybody, I'm here with my friend, Miss Iraq.
And then my family having death threats, and they had to leave Iraq after 3 days. Give me a hug.
To see each other after so long, it's amazing. To see you in this place, like it's so crazy.
I have fear of heights, so I'm trying not to look too much. Oh my God, a peacock. Oh my God, so cute. This table or here?
I really think we made the change, even if it's a small one.
It started with, you know, a photo in Miss Universe, and then the next thing I know, I'm speaking at the UN in front of thousands of people, in front of countries.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking to Arab countries before they even initiated the Abraham Accords and telling them why they need to make peace.
I think without trying, we just give a voice to so many people, women and men and all around the world.
We're pioneers. We're really pioneers.
And we made it like two women.
It's great to see friendships forged at Miss Universe. And from what I've seen here in Eilat, this year's 80 contestants are already BFFs. That's best of friends, if you didn't know that. All right, as the selection committee makes their final tabulations, I'd like to give a big shout out to some of our wonderful sponsors. Journey Collection, Lazada, MyHeritage, and Portia and Scarlett.
And please give a round of applause for the president of the Miss Universe organization, Paula Sugar. We love you, Paula.
Hello, Paula. All right, we've waited long enough. It's time to bring our 80 stunning delegates back out here for the glamorous part of the show. So let's start the evening gown competition. Andrea?
Please. Albania. Anna is an architectural designer who has worked on projects in North America, South America, Europe, and Asia. This 27-year-old environmentalist champions energy-efficient designs through ecologically sustainable means. Albania.
Argentina. 22-year-old Julieta is studying psychology and wants to raise awareness about the importance of mental health. She believes that the greatest way to improve humanity is through proper parenting. Argentina.
Armenia. After graduating from university, 24-year-old Nane started teaching theory of law at the high school in her country. She has 8 sisters and 2 brothers and enjoys spending time with her horse and boxing in her free time. Armenia.
Aruba. 27-year-old Tessely speaks 4 languages, and Israel is the 27th country she's visited. Growing up, she was her country's #1 ranked tennis player in her age group. But these days, she unwinds by cooking and writing. Aruba.
Daria was recently named one of Yahoo Finance's top 21 health and wellness influencers of 2021. This 27-year-old mental health advocate works closely with young women, leading workshops on self-love and gratitude. Australia.
Bahrain. Manar switched her major from interior design to fashion design because of her interest in styling. This 25-year-old believes that now, more than ever, the world needs to start treating everyone equally, regardless of their race, religion, or beliefs. Bahrain.
Belgium. Growing up, 24-year-old Kedist was living in poverty in Ethiopia with no shoes or food. Never forgetting where she came from, she became the ambassador of an organization that fights child poverty after winning her national pageant. Belgium.
Bolivia. Nahemi started a social project to raise awareness of the shockingly high number of femicides in her country. This 20-year-old experienced cyberbullying during her national pageant, but says it never stopped her from fighting for her dream. Bolivia.
Brazil. 23-year-old Teresa is a psychology student and entrepreneur who started a jewelry business during the pandemic. She is a former star volleyball player, but these days she spends her free time doing yoga, boxing, and weight training. Brazil.
British Virgin Islands. 18-year-old Zaria volunteers at a health and wellness camp for adolescents, helping those having trouble coping with behavioral issues and trauma. As a mental health advocate, she wants to be a role model for young adults in her community. British Virgin Islands.
Bulgaria. Elena is a 21-year-old model and university student. This art fan has starred in several films and commercials and enjoys singing and organizing charity events in her spare time. Bulgaria.
Cambodia. Maradi is a 22-year-old student working on her bachelor's degree in international relations. This TV host and model is an ambassador of love for an LGBTQ+ organization aimed at stopping discrimination. Cambodia.
Cameroon. 25-year-old Mai Chelange is fluent in both English and French, and she currently works in public relations. This self-taught guitar player is passionate about music and records songs in her spare time. Cameroon.
Canada. Samara owns a cosmetics company selling makeup that's made in her country, all natural and cruelty-free. She has adopted 2 stray dogs and organizes fashion shows to raise money for animal shelters. Canada.
Cayman Islands. 18-year-old Georgina is currently employed by her country's Department of Tourism as a national ambassador and marketing assistant. She's been dancing for 15 years and volunteers with a dance studio to promote arts advocacy. Cayman Islands.
Chile. Antonia is an environmental engineer who has been involved in the development of projects related to water harnessing for irrigation. This 26-year-old martial artist recently achieved her first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Chile.
Give the gorgeous girls from Group 1 another round of applause, starting with Albania,
Argentina,
Armenia,
Aruba,
Australia,
Bahamas,
Bahrain,
Belgium,
Bolivia,
Brazil,
British Virgin Islands,
Bulgaria,
Cambodia,
Cameroon,
Canada,
Cayman Islands,
and Chile.
China. Xu Ying is a 21-year-old college student majoring in radio and TV editing and directing. She recently worked as a director's assistant in the sports department of a company responsible for broadcasting NBA games. China.
Colombia. Valeria is an environmental and education activist with a degree in international relations. This 27-year-old singer says her biggest challenge today has been overcoming facial paralysis. Colombia.
Costa Rica. After surviving anorexia, Valeria created a platform dedicated to raising awareness about eating disorders and mental health. This 28-year-old entrepreneur is currently working on her own swimwear and accessories brand. Costa Rica.
Croatia. 20-year-old Aura is studying tourism management and aspires to manage her own hotel one day. She's passionate about promoting education to young adults and enjoys writing and painting in her free time. Croatia.
Curacao. Sherry Angela believes that education, preparation, and passion can unify and empower women and girls in her country. This 28-year-old is a full-time legal trust officer, finalizing her master's thesis on corporate law. Curacao.
Czech Republic. Carolina likes pushing herself out of her comfort zone, so she enjoys hosting and modeling. This 25-year-old business owner sells cosmetic bags, with a portion of the proceeds going to a foundation for mistreated animals. Czech Republic.
Denmark. Sarah is an award-winning singer and horseback rider. This 26-year-old is passionate about using her voice to advocate for the environment and hopes to create a greener planet for future generations. Denmark.
Dominican Republic. Debbie is a 28-year-old cum laude graduate with a degree in international relations and diplomacy. She's currently pursuing a master's in international trade and aspires to become an ambassador to the United Nations. Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. 24-year-old entrepreneur Susie runs Sue Integral Aesthetic, an aesthetic center that makes women feel empowered. She is passionate about art, and in her free time, she enjoys playing the piano, watercolor painting, and crocheting. Ecuador.
El Salvador. Alejandra has a master's degree in image and political consulting. This 25-year-old is completing her second master's in human development and was recognized as a young influencer of the Republic by her country's legislative assembly. El Salvador.
Equatorial Guinea. 19-year-old Martina is a bilingual college student who has already traveled to 6 countries. She says it's very important for women to support other women, as it's the only way to achieve gender equality. Equatorial Guinea.
19-year-old Essie speaks 4 languages and has traveled to over 20 countries. She is an advocate for helping lonely seniors and works with an organization that arranges meetups between her country's youth and the aging population. Finland.
France. When France was under lockdown in March of 2020, Clements wanted to support seniors and help them feel less isolated. This 24-year-old created a radio program for the elderly, interviewing them and listening to their stories. France.
Germany. 19-year-old Hannah speaks fluent Spanish because of her Colombian mother and her time spent abroad. She's an environmentalist who enjoys ice skating, dancing, and modeling in her spare time. Germany.
Ghana. Sylvia is on a mission to prevent child labor, an issue that has plagued her country for many years. This 27-year-old entrepreneur is a gifted dancer, a talent she discovered on her quest to escape hardship during her childhood. Ghana.
Great Britain. 23-year-old Emma has an English degree from a leading British university. After writing her dissertation on rediscovering Medusa's origins, she was inspiring to use her voice to stand up against gender-based violence. Great Britain. Here's Group 2 for another look, starting with China,
Colombia,
Costa Rica,
Croatia,
Curacao,
Czech Republic,
Denmark,
Ecuador,
Dominican Republic,
Equatorial Guinea,
El Salvador,
Finland,
France,
Germany,
Ghana,
and Great Britain. Greece. After seeing the toll climate change has had on her country, Sophia prefers not to use any plastic products. This bilingual 21-year-old student spends every summer working at her family's business in Ithaca, New York. Greece.
Guatemala. Dania was an award-winning athlete growing up, but these days prefers modeling and photography. This 24-year-old environmentalist and clean energy advocate has proudly supported recycling campaigns in her country. Guatemala.
Haiti. Pascal is an ambassador and volunteer for Mama Baby, a nonprofit that runs birthing centers and a midwifery school. This 28-year-old entrepreneur plans to launch her own organic health supplement company soon. Haiti.
Honduras. Rose is a descendant of an indigenous Afro-Caribbean people called the Garifuna. This multicultural 28-year-old works for an investment company and is the first point of contact for potential home buyers and sellers. Honduras.
Hungary. Jasmine likes to sing 80s and 90s tunes and hopes to produce dance music in the future. This 20-year-old model speaks 5 languages, including Hungarian, German, French, Slovak, and English. Hungary.
Iceland. Elisa is a full-time international flight attendant, a part-time professional makeup artist, and a dance instructor. This multifaceted 27-year-old collects evening gowns and once had the unique experience of delivering a baby lamb. Iceland.
India. Harnaz is an actor and theater artist with 2 movies slated for global release in 2022. This 21-year-old go-getter has a degree in information technology and is currently pursuing her master's in public administration. India.
Ireland. 27-year-old Catherine has a nursing degree and currently specializes in pediatric and neonatal intensive care. This multifaceted podcaster is also a radio presenter on Cool FM, hosting one of the biggest shows in her country. Ireland.
Israel. Since she was 15, Noah has been volunteering with an organization that helps protect her country's seas, streams, and rivers. Now 22, this certified scuba diver plans to go to medical school and become a pediatrician. Israel.
Italy. 23-year-old Caterina is a primary school teacher who works with special needs children. She's an environment advocate who teaches her students about climate change and believes education is the key to saving the planet. Italy.
Jamaica. Dana has partnered with multiple organizations to create equal access to resources and opportunities for women. Recently, this 22-year-old has been using her platform to reduce the stigma associated with teenage pregnancy. Jamaica.
Japan. Yuri grew up in a multicultural household, being born in Japan and studying in the United States and China. This 26-year-old is an advocate for mental health care and wants to see it become affordable globally. Japan.
Kazakhstan. 27-year-old Aziza has a degree in economics and marketing and was a marketing specialist for an international airport. She works with the media, writes press releases, and organizes meetings for international visitors. Kazakhstan.
Kenya. Roshanara is a 28-year-old published author and mindfulness meditation coach. This content creator and brand ambassador has a law degree from the University of Nairobi and enjoys cooking and traveling in her spare time. Kenya.
Korea. 23-year-old Jisoo graduated from the Seoul Institute of Art, majoring in theatrical arts and acting. This avid golfer has been in a few TV dramas and won a Culture and Entertainment Award for her work in musicals. Korea.
Kosovo. Skurtasia has been planting trees and reducing waste, as rising temperatures and unregulated harvesting have impacted the health and cover of her country's extensive forests. This 19-year-old says positivity, confidence, and intuition are her strongest attributes. Kosovo. Let's give a round of applause to our third group of contestants. Great Britain.
Greece.
Guatemala.
Haiti.
Honduras.
Hungary.
Iceland.
India.
Ireland.
Israel.
Italy.
Jamaica.
Japan.
Kazakhstan.
Kenya.
Korea.
And Kosovo.
Laos. Ton Kum is a 27-year-old actress and presenter with a degree in finance and accounting. In her spare time, she enjoys surf skating and hopes to compete in international competitions in the future. Laos.
Malta. Jade started modeling when she was 3 and aspires to become a successful pageant coach one day. This 26-year-old teacher advocates for a more inclusive approach towards children with learning difficulties. Malta.
Mauritius. Anne Muriel set up a nonprofit to help tackle domestic violence and all forms of abuse. This 26-year-old was featured on TV as one of the most inspirational young African women, alongside Miss Universe 2019, Zosie Tunzi. Mauritius.
Mexico! 25-year-old Deborah is president of her town's volunteer veteran firefighters board. She has a degree in business administration and started a company with her sister designing and producing promotional items. Mexico!
Morocco. Kautar is a 22-year-old philanthropist and entrepreneur who created a jewelry line with her sister. She earned her bachelor's degree from a business school in Paris and enjoys singing and meditating in her spare time. Morocco.
Namibia. 24-year-old Chelsea is a creative entrepreneur who has worked events as a special effects and makeup artist. She's also a stand-up comedian and started Namibian Girl Humor, her own brand of comedic storytelling. Namibia.
Nepal. At 19, Sujita was the youngest person to earn a Peace Fellowship through the Advocacy Project. Now 28, she runs a scholarship program that equips young women from disadvantaged backgrounds with education and job experience. Nepal.
Model and actress Julia was left jobless after COVID-19 shut down her industry, so she began working at a vaccination station. This 25-year-old loves animals, so she volunteers at a foundation that trains service dogs for those with disabilities. Netherlands.
Nicaragua. Allison is a 26-year-old entrepreneur who started Cerealissimo, a restaurant that serves various breakfast cereals. Becoming financially independent at a young age taught her to save for the future and prioritize expenses. Nicaragua.
Nigeria. Maricela works closely with the Africa Cleanup Initiative in their quest to promote proper waste and recycling practices. In 2019, this 28-year-old was given the Award of Excellence from her country's Minister of Environment. Nigeria.
Norway. 23-year-old Nora is a media science major who currently creates social content campaigns for various businesses. She's been modeling since she was 14 and enjoys trading cryptocurrency as a side hustle. Norway.
Panama. 27-year-old Brenda uses her platform to work for the representation, justice, and development of marginalized people. Using her degree in journalism and cultural studies, she has combined her life purpose and her career as a speaker and on-air host. Panama.
Paraguay. Nadia is studying commercial engineering while she manages a clothes and accessories company with her family. This 22-year-old entrepreneur is also a social activist, working with her country's first lady on social aid programs. Paraguay.
Peru. Yeli is a 27-year-old advocate for personal growth through physical, emotional, and spiritual development. She practices quantum meditation, which allows her to connect with her inner self and visualize her desires. Peru.
Philippines. Beatrice proudly took a citizen military course and became part of her country's Navy Reserve Force. This 26-year-old is passionate about youth empowerment, focusing on uplifting children in conflict with the law. Philippines.
Agatha has a degree in geomonitoring and a master's in business management. This 25-year-old is currently studying nanotechnology and is the ambassador of an environmental campaign aimed at the fight against smog. Poland. And here's our fourth group of 16 contestants back one final look. Laos,
Malta,
Mauritius,
Mexico,
Morocco,
Namibia,
Nepal,
Netherlands,
Nicaragua,
Nigeria,
Norway,
Panama,
Paraguay,
Peru,
Philippines,
and Poland. Portugal. The overproduction of clothing produces greenhouse gases. So Aricia promotes responsible consumption through her Sustainable Fashion Project. As a part of the initiative, this 27-year-old sends secondhand clothes to developing countries. Portugal.
Puerto Rico. 21-year-old Michelle founded an organization that inspires leadership among victims of abuse through community-based programs. Earlier this year, she received the Women of Courage Award of her philanthropic work. Puerto Rico.
Romania. Carmina is studying history with the ultimate career goal of becoming a university professor. This 20-year-old sports enthusiast is a former pro volleyball player who enjoys playing the piano in her spare time. Romania.
Russia. 22-year-old Rolina is a talented athlete who played basketball and volleyball and was a professional swimmer for 4 years. She's a flute player and former model who enjoys singing and watching stand-up comedy in her free time. Russia.
Singapore. 21-year-old Nandita is a professional model who's collaborated with Vogue Singapore and Louis Vuitton. She recently worked as a digital marketing volunteer to help small businesses go digital and adapt to the pandemic. Singapore.
Slovak Republic. Veronica volunteers and is an ambassador for an organization that houses abandoned dogs. This 26-year-old says global warming has affected her country, so she drives an electric car to reduce her carbon footprint. Slovak Republic.
South Africa. Lalela lost her father when she was 12 and says growing up in a woman-led household molded her tenacity. Now 24, she plans to become an attorney specializing in international humanitarian law. South Africa.
España. Sarah's father is from Spain and her mother is from Morocco, so she was surrounded by different customs growing up. This 23-year-old's multicultural background is the reason she's fluent in 4 different languages. Spain.
Sweden. 26-year-old Moa is a free spirit who lived in a van last summer to get closer to nature. After her mother was diagnosed with cancer 7 years ago, her perspective on life changed, and she decided to live each day to the fullest. Sweden.
And Chile says it's irresponsible to deny climate change, as her country has been experiencing severe flash floods. This 22-year-old has a sociology degree and in her spare time enjoys painting and playing volleyball. Thailand.
The Bahamas. Chantel struggled financially at the start of the pandemic and was briefly left homeless. This 27-year-old is now a certified youth leader, an active member of an organization that assists minorities in their educational pursuits. The Bahamas.
Turkey. Cemre Naz is trained in sign language and works with several non-profits that support the deaf. This 22-year-old is passionate about environmental protection and feels strongly that everyone must reduce their carbon footprint. Turkey.
Ukraine. Hannah gets inspiration from different cultures and has already visited over 30 countries. This 27-year-old has an engineering degree and became a social media influencer after appearing on her country's TV hit, The Bachelor. Ukraine.
USA. Elle studied abroad in Florence, Italy, where she learned about the experiences of Black migrant women in the country. This 23-year-old journalist can sing any Broadway show tune and is a proud supporter of the arts. USA.
Venezuela. Luiseth is the co-founder and communications director for an innovative learning network devoted to educating others through philanthropy. This 25-year-old actress is the youngest of 7 siblings. Venezuela.
Vietnam. 26-year-old Kim Duyen is an ambassador for a solar energy park in Vietnam, using her voice to promote the environmentally sustainable energy. She recently joined a COVID-19 youth task force to support medical professionals by helping administer vaccines. Vietnam. Last but certainly not least is our final group of 16, beginning with Portugal,
Puerto Rico,
Romania,
Russia,
Singapore,
Slovak Republic,
South Africa,
Spain,
Sweden,
Thailand,
the Bahamas,
Turkey,
Ukraine,
USA,
Venezuela,
and Vietnam. That brings us to the end of the evening gown competition. And let's bring all the contestants back out here one more time.
We mentioned at the top of the show, tonight we have two very special awards to hand out. First up, the Spirit of Carnival Award.
Here with more, the president of Carnival Cruise Lines, Christine Duffy.
The Spirit of Carnival Award is presented to the delegate who embodies Carnival Cruise Line's values of fun, friendship, diversity, and inclusion. I am so excited and honored to present this year's Spirit of Carnival Award to Miss Universe Bahamas, Chantel O'Brien. Chantel's passion for childhood education and mentorship led her to co-found the Leading Ladies Project, an organization prioritizing the education of underprivileged girls. Congratulations, Chantel. We can't wait to welcome you aboard a Carnival Cruise Line fun ship in 2022.
Chantel, come on down.
Come on, Chantel.
Here she comes. Step
There
right
you
in here.
are.
How does it feel to know you'll be cruising into the new year?
Oh my goodness, it's a Caribbean girl's dream, first of all. I am so thankful. Thank you so much, Christine, and to Carnival. It's an honor to be here. And what a platform Miss Universe has created. I would have never imagined it. Thank you.
Well deserved.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Chantel. We have one more award to present tonight, the Impact Wave Award, given to the contestant who made the biggest splash for social good using the Impact Wave app, a social networking platform that enables users to share social impact on a global scale. This year's Impact Wave Award goes to Chile, Antonia Figueroa.
There she comes. Congratulations, Chile. So tell us about what do you do as an environmental engineer?
Well, I'm in love with any cause that involves environment. That's why I chose that profession. But this award is incredible because I can reach so many people right now with that. And well, I have an NGO actually that helps to provide education for children in my country in foster care institutions. So this is, or I hope so, I can take this prize to an association that does something like that. I'm very, very excited. I'm happy, so happy. Thanks, Impact Wave. Thanks, Miss Universe, for this prize. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Chile. And for all you do, you'll be receiving $10,000 to donate to charity. Congratulations again, Antonia.
Congratulations. How about another hand for our award winners and my amazing co-host, Andrea Meza? And be sure to follow all the action and learn more about the contestants and watch the next Miss Universe's journey by following @MissUniverse on all social media channels.
And before we go, a shout out to Miss O from Olivia Keto Skincare, who is here tonight. Keep voting for your favorite contestant on the Miss Universe app, powered by Choicely, and tune into the Miss Universe telecast on Sunday night, live from right here at Miss Universe Dome in Elad, Israel.
Thank you,
Thank
and
you.
good night.